Hello everyone, welcome back to TradeGirls. Hope you all are doing great, and in today's video we will see how to use the Lone Wolf 3.0 indicator effectively and make some good regular profits. So let's jump into the video without any further delay. So assuming you have already bought a premium indicator, the next thing you want to do is apply it on the charts. So all you have to do is open TradingView, click on the indicators, then check for the Lone Wolf 3.0 final version in your invite only scripts. If you still can't find it, just log out and log in once and it will be there. So click on the indicator and apply it to the charts. So how are we gonna deal with this beast? Before we look into that, let's check how it actually works. The Lone Wolf 3.0 is an indicator which plots the reversal zones very accurately and gives us signals whether the price will go up or down. And in the settings, you can switch between text and arrows, whichever you prefer. So it just eliminates all the analysis you had to do otherwise, and in the latest version we have merged the Lux Algo smart money concept in our indicator so that we can plot the demand and supply zones. So what we have in this indicator is the accurate reversal signals along with the demand and supply zones. The indicator although gives great results in all time frames, the ideal time frame totally depends on the type of trader you are. So if you are an intraday trader, 3, 5 and 15 minutes would be great, and if you are a swing trader or a positional trader, 15 and higher time frames would be great for you. Also the time frame depends upon the type of asset you are trading in, but since most of the clients are into index trading, I would suggest 3 and 5 minutes for the intraday trading. So the next thing, do we need to make any changes to the settings? Go to the settings, and here you can see you got an option to change the inputs. So the default settings work great in almost every asset, and since most of my clients are into index trading, I made the settings accordingly. So the default settings work best in almost every major index and XAU, USD, US oil. Rest you can also ask me for the best settings as per your trading style and assets, and we will provide you the settings accordingly. And in the settings you can also change the labels, which I have already mentioned, between arrow to text, and also you can use other aspects of smart money concepts such as the internal structures, bullish structure and swing points. There are many other features in the SMC, so you can use them, even the equal high or low fair value gaps. These all I don't use them, but if you want to use them you can use it. So the thing is, you need not mess up much with the inputs. The default settings work great. If they are not working for you, just let me know and I will figure it out for you. And now the big question is how to take the entry and exit. No matter what time frame you use and what asset you trade in, the entry and exit rules remain the same. Here in the indicators you can see the signals price will go up or down, and to take an entry we have to confirm the signals with either of the three factors. They are price action, demand or supply zones and super trend. So let's see in a detailed way how we're going to confirm the signals with these factors. Confirmation with super trend is my personal favorite and most simple way to confirm the signals. So let's see how to do it. So first apply super trend. Just simply search for super trend in your indicators. Apply it on the charts, and now go to the settings of super trend and change them to 14 and 3 instead of the default settings. And in the time frame, this is the most important thing. The chart time frame here is 15 minutes, but I will go to a lower time frame for the super trend indicator. So here I can either make it 3 or 5 minutes. Normally I prefer 15 and 3. If I use 5 minutes, I use 1 minute time frame for super trend. So how to use super trend? So whenever you get a signal, let's say you got a signal here, and you won't take the position as soon as you get the signal. You will wait for this green line of super trend to break. Got it? So you will take an entry only when this green line breaks at this point, and you will set your stop loss at the swing high. So that is the stop loss, and the entry is the bottom line. So you take the entry that way, you wait for the signals and then wait for the super trend line to break. If you're going short, you wait for the green support line to break. And if you're going long, let's say if you want to go long, then here you got a signal, here you take the position, and this is your SL, the swing low is your SL. So very simple how to take an entry using the super trend confirmation. Use a lower time frame and wait for the signals. Of course there should be a signal. We confirm it with the super trend lines. Once the breakout is given, we will take the position, and swing low will be the stop loss, and in case of going short, swing high will be the stop loss. And sometimes it may happen that the swing high or low is too far from the entry level. In those cases you may use the super trend opposite line. I mean, if you're going for, let's say you went for long from here, And let's assume that the swing high is too low. Let's say it was here and it becomes a big stop loss. Then you may also consider this line as your stop loss, this green line as your stop loss, and you can also trade accordingly. But that's in a rare case when the stop loss is too high. But normally it's always better to use the swing high or low to set the stop loss. Now coming to the confirmation with supply and demand zones. So if you know already the concept of demand and supply zone, you must be aware that the price mostly bounce backs from a demand zone and falls down from a supply zone. So what are these demand and supply zones? We know them, but how do we use them with as a confirmation with the indicator? So let's see it.
So whenever you see a buy
So here
signal
you
near
can
a
see some
demand zone,
buy
as you see in
signals
this
near the
case,
demand zone,
then you can go for
and
selling as soon as you see
you
the
can take the
signal,
entry. When
or
you see a
just
buy
above
signal
the
near a
previous
demand zone, you can take the entry
candle,
right away, and
whatever
you can set
way
the
you
stop loss
prefer,
just below the demand zone.
and you can set the
You can
stop
set it
loss
somewhere
just below
just
the
below the demand zone, and you can
demand
take
zone,
the entry right away.
and you can
So
go for the
you need
buying
not wait
right
for the
away. In
super trend
that way you
confirmation,
need
and you
not
can
wait for
capture
the
a big
super trend
move
confirmation,
compared to
and
what
you
you
may
can
capture
capture
it
in a super
little
trend.
more,
But it won't happen every time. You have to
and you
wait
may
for that
capture a little
particular
more compared to
signal
what you capture in
which
super
which
trend.
forms
So
exactly near the
that's
demand
one
zone.
way.
And similarly, if you see a sell signal near a supply zone, let's say there was a sell signal at this point, then you may go for selling immediately and set the stop loss just above this supply zone, and you can easily capture 1 is to 2, 1 is to 3 here. In these cases, the stop loss is very small and you can get a good risk reward ratio. So how do we use this supply and demand zones? Whenever you get a signal near the supply or demand zone, take the position immediately and set the stop loss just below or above that particular zone. If it is a demand zone, just below the demand zone, and if it is a supply zone, you have to place the stop loss just above the supply zone. And according to the stop loss, you set your targets 1 is to 2 or 1 is to 3. So now let's see how we're going to confirm the signals with the use of price action. So here you can see a demand zone. Just now we have learned how to use the demand zone and supply zone for confirmation. So we got a demand zone here and also a support level line. Okay, I marked it red. So in the demand zone, at the demand zone, you got a signal that price will go up. You can use that as a confirmation, and also there was a support line near to that. So it's again another factor we are adding to the confirmation, and we get that way we can gain more confidence about those signals. And also you can see a W pattern or double bottom pattern here. So all these factors you can use to confirm the signal and take a position. And also you can see at this point we got a buy signal, and using the price action concept above the doji you can take the position above this particular doji and make a good profit from here. So in price action it is very simple. You have to use the chart patterns and candlestick patterns which you have learned, and if you have took our course you must have learned all the important candlestick patterns and chart patterns and how to use them. So you can use that knowledge here and add those factors to the signals and confirm it. Coming to the pros, the indicator is a very simple setup. It's easy to use. It helps you build confidence and discipline. It's very highly accurate, very good risk reward ratio it gives. And the best thing about it, no false signals even in a consolidated or range bound markets. And talking about the cons, it may fail in a very trending market, and also it has smoothing effect which may sometimes confuse you, and sometimes it may fail to plot a reversal and we may miss a big move. So in this video we have covered how to apply the indicator, the features, the time frames we're going to use, and the settings, the changes to be made in the settings, and how to take entry and exit, the pros and cons. So I hope all the doubts regarding how and where to use the setup have been addressed in the video. If you still have any queries, mail us at trade.culls10@gmail.com. And for more informative videos and updates about this setup, subscribe to our channel.